Let's talk about two gifts that everyone has from God. Now, these gifts are emotions and rational thought. And each has its utility, each is a blessing, and God wants us to use both of these tools for our benefit and for the benefit of those around us. But the problem arises is when we use the wrong tool for the wrong situation. And so I'd like you to think about emotion as a short-term tool and rational thought as a long-term tool. So if you need to make a quick decision, very quick, in the moment, that's what your emotions are for. They're there to keep you safe and to keep you alive. But if you use emotion to make any sort of life decision, or if you never use rational thought for any of your life decision and you're entirely driven by your emotions, all your decisions will be short term in what makes you feel good now. And this is very bad. This is where most people that I know, most people in America are. Now, the same thing, if you use rational thought when you should be using short-term thinking, emotional thinking, like for example, you're in a field and you see a bear, you're not going to sit and analyze, well, I wonder if this is a friendly bear. No, you need to move. Your emotions are telling you to move. And so we need to stop confusing and using long-term tools for short-term solutions and short-term tools for long-term solutions. I see this very often with friends and family members where they tell me about a critical and maybe the most important decision they've made in the last 10 years. And their response to me is, well, I just feel like it's right. And maybe they're saying, I thought about it, I put a lot of thought into it, and this is the conclusion I came to, and I prayed about it, and I feel good about it. But we should not be using emotion to make decisions like this. You should have reasons. If you're making a long-term decision that's going to affect you and maybe generations after you, you better have good reasons for why you're making that decision. Use the gifts that God gave you in the optimal situation. So be wise. Use long-term reason and logic for important long-term decisions. Even write it out. Make lists. And then utilize those feelings to move you to safer spots or to prompt you to change or even to prompt you to maybe go think rationally when you're not in an emotional state. I hope this is helpful.